Hey YouTubers, what do you do when you can't get a stock manifold to merge to your crossover on your Turbo 5.3 project properly to keep the turbo from hitting the stupid hood? Apparently, you take a stock manifold, cut all the tubes off of it so you have a flange, make a, what do they call this thing? What do they call this style manifold?
Just a log manifold.
Log manifold. Just make your own log manifold so that you can hit your merge pipe and mount your turbo where it doesn't hit the hood.
It's not pretty.
Dude, wait till it's welded. Once you get it final welded, it'll look fine. It's legit. At least it misses those stupid coilover mount bracket things. We'll go in here, show them the car. Typhoon. Go past the Mustang. The hybrid. Lord. Stuff everywhere around here. But he made the driver's side manifold. Got a crossover built using another upside down manifold over on the passenger side originally, and got everything mocked up. And then he went to test fit the turbo, and the turbo was hitting the hood. So, but that little bracket right there that the coilover mounts on causes you all kinds of clearance problems. And that's something that's specific to the all-wheel drive Cyclones and Typhoons, because a two-wheel drive S10 doesn't have it. But you have to be able to clear that. So the best option for him was to create that log manifold so that he can get a nice clean transition to his crossover and mount the turbo right here in this area low enough they won't hit the damn hood, because nobody wants to cut a hole in their hood. At least I don't think he does. And he's switching from his old intercooler to a Pro Charger style cooler, or on 3 or whatever it is. He's going to separate. Previously he had the inlet and outlet on one side, if you guys can see the one below there. But now he's going to have the inlet and outlet on opposite sides. So he's going to go to this on 3. Looks to be about the same size, maybe even a little bit wider intercooler than the old one. But it allows him to come in on the ones on the passenger side, jet out on the driver's side. And it's got the built-in blow off, which is kind of cool. So that'll be neat on the old Typhoon project. There you got, good Lord, there's an old school 6-liter. Here's a 5.3 with his remote cooling fittings. Those are mocked up for the putting the radiator underneath the back of the Mustang, because they'll have a external water pump that basically relocates the radiator to the rear of the vehicle, and that's his mock-up engine for doing the remote radiator setup. There's so much crap in here you wouldn't even believe. I think that's either 4.8 or 5.3. I think it's a 5.3. You can see the pistons or the dish. But I had to come out here to make some templates for the porting job I'm doing on the cylinder heads for this engine, because these are old 853 casting original LS1s. They're bare. Those heads are not being run on this engine. It'll have a set of fully ported 241 heads with the 200 valve, 200 intake, 155 exhaust, probably going to be flowing upwards of 290 to 300. Because I'm going to max race port those 241 heads. Probably 220. I'm shooting for around 220 cc intake runners. Probably close to 80 cc exhaust runners. And they're going to go real good with the boost and the cam that he has in here. I wish he had all of his front accessories on here because he's got a real cool alternator relocation. He went to the raised car style power steering setup, so that's going to be real cool. So basically you're going to be looking at a, you know, single turboed 5.3, fully ported heads, cam, PTC 3500 converter, off the two-step, running to the 342 front and rear diffs, rear cow tracks, and he's got drag radials on all four corners. So as long as we can get the tune worked out and get it to launch under boost, she should run pretty doggone strong. Definitely be a street dig king with the all-wheel drive. There's his turbo. There's the lowly 4.3 turbo engine. There's another 6-liter pulled out of a 3/4 ton 4x4 pick-em-up truck. I swear. There's just stuff everywhere. Anyway, I wanted to make a video. Lord. Lord. That's the 8.8 rear end for the notchback Mustang. It's all built, ready to go. I think he still got to order the axles. I'm not sure if he ordered them yet or not. But there's your update on the GMC Typhoon. Hopefully we'll be able to get this thing running in a couple of weeks, because I know he's taking off some time this week around the 4th of July to try to get caught up on some of this mock-up and finalizing his hot and cold side. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe.